Hey everybody, I'm Jackie. I own Raw Beauty in Birmingham, Alabama, and I have been a makeup artist for about 14 years now. And I wanted to get on and talk to y'all a little bit about my business and about the proper way to do eyebrows. And I'm a really good candidate because I do not have any eyebrows. Very little. But anyway, a little bit about my company. I've been in business now for 8 years. I own Raw Beauty in Birmingham, Alabama, and I do a lot of weddings every year, photo shoots, video shoots, magazines. I have a skincare studio and a makeup studio, and I have 3 girls that work for me. So if you ever need any skincare services or anything, I'd love to see y'all. You can look me up at www.rawbeauty.com, and that is Raw Beauty with 2 W's. I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about eyebrows. As you can see, I've already filled my brows in today. I typically have to fill them in every day because I'm natural blonde, and so I do not have a lot of brows anymore. And so I thought that I would talk to you about shape and things like that, especially for people like me that don't have a brow. If you want to look closely, you can see that I have a little hair, but I try to draw the shape so that you can actually see my brows. So I'm going to take them off with a little bit of makeup remover. I'm just going to do one so that y'all can see how I reapply it. And you will be able to see that I do not have much of a brow. And I'm going to use my little mirror back here. I actually have a little bit more today. I keep forgetting that I've colored them. So this is with color, but I don't have a lot of eyebrow. So as you can see, I messed up my eyeshadow, that brows make a huge difference in the way that your makeup and stuff looks. So I've got a few products here to show you, and you can use them from Mary Kay, obviously. I have my angled brush. So I love an angled brush. I have my brow powder, which is just you can use anything. Mine is just a powder from, it's actually not a MAC one. This is one of my brow powders from my private label line, but you want to use something close to your hair color. If you're a blonde, you can still wear a darker brow because it doesn't have to exactly match, because there's a lot of really blondes out there, or really blonde hair, and if you do it too light, it's not going to look like you have any eyebrows. So you want it to be a little darker so that you can see what they look like. And excuse me for looking down. I'm looking at myself talking to you so that I can see what I'm doing. So I just use, this is Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I use something on me because I don't have a lot of a brow. And I take a little bit of this and I just put it on the top of my brow. Just something that's going to help the product stick more. A lot of people, when I do makeup, they ask me why I wet. This is just a bottle of water, and I keep it all the time. I just spray the back of my hand, and I like to wet my brush because, like I said, I forgot that I colored my brows the other day, but actually they're usually so light, it doesn't even look like I have any eyebrows. So I just wet the back of my brush, and I get it pretty much dry. I'll even wipe it like on my pants. I just want the brush to be able to be really, I like a thin little brush. This is a little MAC brush, but we'll see if you can see it. Just really thin. So I'm going to dip it in my powder. Alright. So you want to get, I always start, and like I said, I'm probably going to come over here so I can see what I'm doing. Even though I like to make mine a little thicker, like you see how thin this side is, I like mine a little fuller, and it just depends on the shape. You have to really look at people's eyes and their shape, because typically you want no more than a thumb length in when you do your brows. You can do it that way. Also, you use the side of your nose, and so as you see, the inside of my brush where it touches, it's right there inside my brow. That means mine are in the correct spot. You do it this way, and you want it to come down. Mine stop right here, so I really do need to pull mine down all the way. And then you want your arch to be somewhere over the iris of your eye out to the side. Not above it, but a little out, okay? So same thing over here. You can see I go right down to it, right there. But my brow stops about right there. Okay? So we're going to do that. So again, I'm going to dip. And I start at the bottom. And like I said, I'm going to try to move over a little bit. In my mirror, I start right here. And I kind of make a line. So if you can see, it's just a little bit of a line. Because you can see I don't have a lot of hair in here. So I'm going to come up, pull my hair back. And I'm turning the brush as I do it. A lot of people are trying to hold their hand. I like to use my finger on the side and I kind of press it against my face to make it more sturdy. So I come around and then I slowly, you can see I keep kind of going back over it because I'm doing it very feathery down, okay? And I'm going to show you how to fix, because see how I kind of came down a little too low? So I'm going to come back in here, and if I get a little too much, which I did, excuse me, find my little brush, I moved it over here. Okay. I get like a spoolie, and you can always brush it out if you get too much, okay? So I'm dipping it back in the powder, and I actually go on top now. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the shape that I want before I fill in the line, okay? So we're kind of getting it there. Then I come inside, I'm trying to look in my mirror, and I kind of flick up and fill in the inside because you don't want it so heavy. And I like this brush because when I go to the side, it matches my width. I always like the front part of my brow to be lighter than my tail of my brow. Okay, so when I do this again, I'm kind of flicking up. And it's different for me because I'm somebody that doesn't have a lot of brows. If you have a lot of brows, you don't have to work as much as far as making the strokes look real. Oh, just going in. And I like to take, because I don't have as much hair up here, so I'm actually pulling my brow up a little bit higher than where it's at. And I'll even swap out brushes sometimes. I have a bigger brush. Being a makeup artist, I have a ton of brushes. And you can see I'm just kind of coming in and filling in the shape. Now, not everybody wants a strong brow. I like a stronger brow because brows are definitely the shape of your face. So if you want not such a strong brow, you can do that as well, but it's really about finding just a good shape. I don't like, nobody really needs to keep the round looking brow where it's, what am I trying to say, like where it's like up and then it goes around. I like it where it's kind of comes straight out, up, 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 and then it flows out. So I've purposely kind of, because I'm really far back from my mirror, this is a mirror actually behind me, and I'm trying to do my brow. I typically hold a little handheld mirror, and I get really close because I like to see what I'm doing, because I like my brows perfect. I'm a perfectionist. Okay, so I can take the tip of my finger and I'll kind of do like that to pull it out. My trick is I use like this is my Raw Beauty highlighter pen for like highlighting and stuff. It's just a concealer pen. I'll take it and barely, there's none coming out. I just barely have it on there. And I actually use this to clean up my brow. It's literally like magic. I don't typically wear a lot of shadow up under my brow. See how it's kind of, this is all I use this for. And that way if you mess up, you can kind of erase. Like I can tell that this brow's not the shape of that brow. It bugs me because, like I said, I'm perfectionist. So I can take this and round out my brow a little bit more right there. And then I just take my finger, pat it out. Now, I do my eyebrows before I do my makeup. Some people do it after, some people do it before. It's totally up to you. Just do that, pat it out. And a lot of people will even take it up here, like if you have a lot of redness. You just don't want them to be so drawn on looking. It's hard for me. I have to be really careful because I don't have an eyebrow. See, like I can even do this on this side and I didn't do it on the other. Because there's really barely any product on this right now. I'm just kind of using what's left over because I have a lot of redness in my face. Now, keep in mind it's 7:54 tonight, so my makeup's been on all day long. I know, so I'm fixing that. And that's it. So, like, if I wanted, which I actually don't like the tip of my brow right now, I want it to be sharper. So I can do this. I can come back. I'm bad about laying my stuff down. And I can come on the end. I can come fill it back in. There you go. See? Now, I will tell everybody that your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. It's very hard to get them exactly the same. I mean, if you look, this eyebrow is a little higher on this side than this one. You're not going to get them the same. It's just really too hard. But there's just a lot of things that you can do. The best thing too is a lot of women come to me with their eyebrows, especially if they don't have any, not done. When I mean not done, there'll be somebody like me and they don't have a lot of hair and they're like, well, I don't want to get my eyebrows waxed because I'm going to lose my hair. They're going to look thinner, and actually they look thicker because you're getting rid of all of this excess hair there, and it's defining the hair that you actually have there. So it actually makes it easier for you to fill in your brow. When I don't wax my brows or have them colored in a little bit, like from the like the brow color that I use to literally physically dye them, it takes me much longer to do my brows. I do spend about 10 to 15 minutes on my brows every day, but it's because I don't have any, so it's a little bit harder for me. But if y'all have any questions about brows or anything, or you want to learn how to do them, or take any classes, or have me come out and talk to y'all or help you, I can do that more. Just contact me at Jackie@rawbeauty.com. That's with 2 W's. Or you can get in touch with Sky and she can get in touch with you as well. But I really appreciate y'all letting me come and talk to you, and I hope y'all have an awesome night. Thanks so much. Bye.